Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to 7.4.3 Entropic Burn and Quantum Search. We are continuing our X 7.4 exploration videos, and this is going to be a paradox path. So the way you get paradox charges is by using dexterity. You get one paradox charge, and when you will use parry, you will reduce one paradox charge. Try to keep them between 3 to 12, and apart from that, the path is going to start with Thor, Jane Foster, is going to end up with Sasquatch, and the nodes are going to be entropic burns. So the last hit of your special attack as an attacker will power burn the opponent for 15% of their max power for every charge of paradox you have. So if you have 6 charges, you can power burn 90% of the power of the opponent. Another one is going to be quantum surge. So if you have less than 3 paradox charges, the defender will gain 1% power every second. So once you go above 3, that is also mitigated. And the final one is power to cover. The more hits are there on your combo meter, the defender will get more power gain rate of 0.50 per hit, and also the cooldown cost will be decreased. The special attack cost is decreased by 0.50%. So nothing really to worry about. Just need to bring in either power control champions or your usual the beyond god tier champions, and they can easily do this part. Is not a difficult one. For your masteries, both of them are mentioned, your suicides and non-suicides. I'm gonna go with suicide mastery, so you can pick whichever you like. So let's jump into the part, guys. But before you do, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications. All of that really helps me out a lot and helps me grow the channel. Now the first fight is going to be against the Thor, Jane Foster. I'm going to use a Mr. Fantastic. I just have a habit of using class advantage champions because that gives me extra damage and also reduces the attributes of the defender because of class disadvantage, and also 6-star champion because they will give extra damage because of X7 boost on the 6 stars. So there might be some other options as well, but I like to stick to class advantage champion so I can finish off the fights faster and I don't take much of block damage. So rest is up to you what champions you want to bring in. Most of my options will also be science champions I will give to you. So having said that, the first fight is pretty straightforward. Thor, Jane Foster. This is easy for you to build up your paradox charges. Build up to around 7 to 8 or around 6 paradox charges, then you can use parry and heavy, and that should be able to finish off the fight and carry up enough paradox charges to the next fight. The next defender is going to be a beast. Now again, a pretty simple defender to deal with. The special attacks are easily evadable, so I'm using a guillotine 2099 for the class advantage, and also I can build up this combo meter, but again you can slowly play it off. She also has power control, so that acts like a double buffer for you. Even if the defender is pushed to an SP3, you can just throw a special, and with all of those paradox charges you should be easily able to control the power and control the fight. Now this next fight is a very annoying fight against a Nova. You have to bring in a champion that has easy access to nullify or stagger, because the more buffs he gets, the more annoying he gets. And also whenever he will throw a SP1 or SP2, that is counted as 3 beams. So if you dex it, then you will get 3 paradox charges on yourself, and it'd be hard for you to control those ones. Black Widow Clairvoyant is good in this regard. Then you can block the beams if you don't want to dex them, so you can control your paradox charges, and then you can go just into your bleed immune phase and also heal back with an SP2, and the buff immunity helps as well. Some other options are also mentioned, you can use them as well. Another one I found really helpful here was Symbiote Supreme, so that is also a good option that can be used here. But all in all, it's not an easy fight, it'll be very annoying, so you might lose a champion or two here, but then don't worry, that is the worst fight on this path. Next defender is going to be a Longshot. Now he can be annoying if you have a lot of buffs on you, but if you don't have much buffs on you, this fight is also very easy. I am using a Human Torch here because I have him as a 6-star, and he has a natural class advantage as well, and he's amazing against Mystic champions, so all of that works with him. You can use other champions as well. Another good one is Mr. Fantastic. Also Red Hulks work really nice here. Immortal Hulk is also a very good champion that can work here, so plenty of different options. By this time you should have your paradox charges build up on you. If you still don't have it, you're bringing in a new champion. Just use your dexterity to build up the charges, and then remember, whenever you will parry, the charge will be reduced. So just take care of that and play slowly and methodically, and you should be able to kill him easily. The next defender is going to be a Storm Pyramid X, and she is a very annoying defender, especially when she gets into her specials, because the specials can be unblockable because of all of those prowesses she gains. So you will need a champion that has easy access to power control, so you don't give up power and you don't have to evade, because whenever you will evade you will get one charge on Paradox, and sometimes you just don't want to evade, you will have to block, but because the special one will be unblockable, you will take a lot of damage and you will be killed because of the extra damage of the prowesses. So I just brought in Nebula and I just tried to build up all of those charges so I can just power lock her with an SP1, and then I can just kill her off. You can bring in similar different champions. I am using Suicide Mastery, so I had to bring in Nebula. A Vision also works very nicely here. You can also bring in champions like Penny Parker, like Ultron or Corvus Glaive. All of those champions work really well, but I would suggest you to bring a champion that has much more and easier access to power gain and power lock or power drain. So Visions work really well here. Nebula is also a good option. All of those champions can take her out. She can be pretty annoying, but with the right champion you can take her out relatively easy. Again, not an easy fight, quite difficult. And the final fight before the boss is going to be a very tanky and a very beefy Sasquatch. You'll need a champion that can control that healing in the end, because he heals quite a lot, and with all of those frenzies he will throw a lot of specials. So you need a champion that can easily control that. Some few good options are going to be like your Archangel because of the heal block. You can also use Human Torch with the pre-fight ability as well. There's also an option for Mr. Fantastic with those stacking petrifies, and also Void is a good option here. For tech champions, if you want to use Vision, is a very good option. She-Hulk will really destroy him as well. So plenty of different options that you can use here. It's all about playing Sasquatch slowly, and if you dex too much, you're gonna get a lot of Paradox, and that will give you damage. So use your parries to control your Paradox charges. The boss fight is going to be against a Mangog. Now this is all about unstoppable, and controlling is unstoppable. I would highly suggest you to bring champions that can either nullify or I can mitigate the unstoppable. So you can use a Doom here, you can use Black Widow Clairvoyant here, but that fight is going to be a little bit difficult. I would highly suggest you, if you have Human Torch, you can just use that with pre-fight ability. She-Hulk can also work here. I'm going to go the hard way and I'm going to use Captain America Infinity War. But the one good thing with Captain America Infinity War, he's very tanky, so you won't take much block damage, and you can also nullify the unstoppable. But the only downside is he will take a long time to kill him off, as you will notice on this video. But there are plenty of options you can use. You can also use champions with a lot of debuffs, that will also work. So all in all, it's not really a difficult fight, but it's a long and annoying one. Try not to push him to an SP2, just keep him to an SP1, which is easily evadable, and you should be able to get through the fight easily. For fight or flight, just be careful about whenever the timer is about to die down on you, just stay back so you can get the unstoppable on you, except on Mangog. So once you have that down, you can play around with fight and flight, so you will get Furies on yourself, and you should be able to kill off Mangog relatively easy. Not an easier boss, probably one of the difficult ones. The most easy is going to be Purgatory, but more on the Purgatory on a later video. So stay tuned to the channel, guys, and if you like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications. All of that really helps me out a lot and helps me grow the channel. And apart from that, guys, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.